In 1992, the 90th sitcom of the 90s to 90s the 90s premiered on French TV. 1992 feels like a different planet to us now, but some things remain the same. Airing at the first part of Club Dorothée, the adventures of Helen, Nicolas, and their friends came to an end on December 28th, 2025, after four different series titles, 47 seasons, and 1,565 episodes. Let's go back to where it all started. Join me for episode 15, season 1. So, we are skipping a couple of episodes. We had last episode was episode 13, and we skipped episode 14 because it's irrelevant. It's filler, so never mind. Okay, so let's get cracking on with this episode 15 called Drôle de nouvelles. So drôle means funny, nouvelle means news. Funny news. But in French, when we say funny news in this specific expression, it doesn't mean funny haha. It means funny what? As in funny strange, funny unusual, borderline alarming. Closing time at the windowless cafeteria. Natalie is reading a book in a booth. She was waiting for Christian, who has just arrived. He is quite annoyed because Natalie demanded secrecy and bothered him so late in the evening. Natalie says it's really important. Something is going on with Etienne. Ah, you have completed your collection, says Christian, suggesting that she is a SSLUT, okay, or a college bike, suggesting she's a college bike for cheating with Nicolas, trying to chat him up, and dating José. Her ex-life, laid bare like that, makes her cry. Christian says, "Oh, don't cry. I was joking." Because shaming women for their choices, again, these are 20-year-olds, 18 to 20-year-olds, shaming grown people for their choices, however misguided, is a joke. I still don't get what part is funny, but never mind. Natalie says that boys are always making fun of her. Uh, that's code for harassment and abuse. Christian cajoles her into a smile. Refocused, Natalie says she really needs to talk to Etienne secretly. She can't get him on the phone because he refuses to talk to her after all that's gone down with the other lads. Christian makes fun of her terrible decisions once more before demanding to know why she wants to meet Etienne. Natalie doesn't want to tell, but as he insists, she spills the beans, but we don't hear it. It's off camera. In the boys' improbably luxurious student accommodation. The boys are getting ready for class. Nicolas and Etienne pick up that something's wrong with Christian. Cricri is being mute and not up for their usual banter. They are meeting the girls for breakfast, but Christian says he has something else to do and stays behind. At the windowless cafeteria, Joanna is third and fourth wheeling the other couples. Where is Christian? She decides to give him a call and to get an ETA. While she's on the phone, we can hear the language coach devastating Cathy Andrieux's beautiful accent. It's so sad. I will make a video about um, the way French television used to discriminate against other accents that were not Parisian. And Cathy Andrieux paid the biggest price for it because she used to have a beautiful southern accent. and it's all gone now. When Joanna returns from the phone, it is more concerning news. Christian spoke to her so kindly that she is extremely concerned. Summer is on the mind of the girls who have returned to their unbelievably luxurious student accommodation. When the phone rings, it's Helen who answers the phone, and she becomes immediately somber. Joanna goes to the bathroom, and that is when Helen reveals that it was Christian who was on the phone. He wants to talk to her in secret. Helen and Christian have agreed to meet at the windowless cafeteria. That's when he reveals that Natalie is pregnant by Etienne. Helen is horrified, but is sure that Natalie is lying. How does she know that Etienne is the father? Helen shares that Kathy had already dumped her ex, Thierry, the guy who tried to kill himself, for similar reasons. He had cheated on her and made someone else pregnant. How can they be sure that Natalie isn't lying? Seeing Helen and Christian whispering, Joanna makes her presence known. How dare you two meet secretly behind my back? So we're going to take a little break here because I recently found a video where Helen Rollès, so the actual person, not the character, was in China where Helen is extremely popular, and she sang a tune with John Legend. Helen Rollès, teen star, basically Hannah Montana for French kids of the 90s, was in China singing with John Legend. So here's a short clip. I will put the link to the video in the first pinned comment. Back at their fancy, Cruz-financed home, Joanna is furious. She and Helen have been fighting for an hour. Joanna doesn't understand why Helen is being so vague and why Cricri confided in her. Kathy agrees that it seems dodgy as hell. Joanna finds a compromise. To save their friendship, Helen will tell Kathy the secret, and Kathy will tell Joanna if she should be worried or not. But Helen can't say anything to anyone, to Kathy's surprise. In the Dexter Den of Doom, where music goes to die, Christian is distracted. He's offbeat. Joanna arrives. She is skipping class and really wants to talk to her man. Christian thinks she is here to yell at him some more, but she has come to say that she accepts that Helen and he want to be together, but they should tell Nicolas sooner rather than later. Joanna is fighting back tears. Christian says that he has knowledge of an issue regarding one of their friends and he can't confide in her. Joanna asks, "Why didn't you confide in me, of all people? Why Helen?" And Cricri says that Helen's sedate and calm and thoughtful nature motivated his decision. "Yeah," says Joanna. "I'm just the silly clown who drives everyone around and makes you laugh, but can't be trusted when the going gets tough." Christian swears that if it was his secret to tell, he would have told her, and admits that he was probably wrong to tell Helen. He swears there's nothing nefarious going on looking her dead in the eye as they kiss and make up. At the cafeteria, Christian and Helen tell Joanna the secret, finally. Joanna advocates for talking to Etienne and not letting Kathy live in blissful ignorance. At the boys' fancy Cruz Finance flat, Nicolas and Etienne are catching up on their reading when Cricri returns. He has found new respect for Joanna and her refusal to keep secrets, especially of this nature, from her friends. Christian says that he knows, and Nicolas says that it's no big deal. And Christian is horrified. Turns out it was all a prank. Ha ha. And there was a little bit of a controversy with this episode because some parents who let their very young children, their 10 and 11-year-olds, watch Hélène les Garçons were a little bit shocked about the plot of this episode. But it's all fine now. Let's go back to our main story. In the cafeteria, everybody is angry with Etienne and Nicolas. Natalie is there too and apologizes for her role in the prank. Ha ha. Joanna points out that Kik and Fluke almost broke up their friends group. Nicolas is surprised Christian took it so seriously, revealing a caring and sensitive side he works very hard to hide. Maybe you should switch your degree to performing arts, says Christian to Natalie. Kathy proposes that they stop talking about this and they all toast to the biggest pranksters. Ha ha. Turns out Kathy, Joanna, Christian, and Natalie and Helen conspired with the waiter to add vinegar to the boys' drinks. So that so their drink order of orange juice and brown carbonated soda. So that's their reply prank, their counter prank. Haha. So why is this episode important? It's important because of Christian's character development. This is one of the episodes where they really try to turn down and around Christian's misogyny. Initially, I was going to add some music to this episode, but we are having a Me Too situation with one of the biggest stars of the 90s, Patrick Bruel. Patrick Bruel was so huge that when he came to my town for a concert he was going to do, when his train arrived or his plane arrived, we had we had the day off school to go and be fangirls and go be the Beatles. That's how big it was. Turns out we learned today that he's being Me Too'd by several women, including a couple who were minors at the time, so who were his fans. I'm not quite sure where that's going to finish, but it changed a little bit the new intro I wanted to do. So, yeah. Um, do with that with your will. Yeah, I just don't have heroes. Okay. Um, whether it's true or not, whether it happened or not, that's not the point. The point is that um, for years, Patrick Bruel complained about the Patrick part of his career, where there was an incident where a group of girls in Paris found out that he was in a restaurant, and the press of girls against the window of the restaurant trying to see him broke the window of that restaurant. Traffic jams, fainting, um, like Bruel Mania was a thing. in the 90s. It was insanity, and it was I can't really explain how insane it was. You kind of had to be there. So yeah. So take care of yourselves. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you the next time I have time. Bye.